Hey, Mrparka here to review one from Unearthed Films. This is, I believe you say it, La Faim De Mort trilogy. I'm not really sure. It's French. It means hunger. Yeah. Well, the first word means hunger. Yeah, I had heard about these. People said I might like them. I might want to check them out. So I finally got around to it. This is actually three short films. The first one's 15. The next two are 10 minutes apiece. And it also comes with a making of, which is about 30 minutes and some still galleries. So it's a pretty short watch all around. The whole disc runs in about an hour and a half. So yeah. Anyways, let me get into this movie. This is one of the craziest movies I saw in a while. Essentially, what we have here is a kind of a definitely crazy man in his apartment, and he starts to kind of hallucinate food with violence and suicide and murder, and all these things start to intertwine and become very, very bizarre. It is very, very gross, with some very, very imaginative, awesome special effects. It's definitely kind of guerrilla do-it-yourself, and I really love how the effects look. They look like something from Dan O'Bannon's movie The Resurrected, the H.P. Lovecraft kind of creatures. It looks similar to that, but they also has like the tone, in the especially in the first one, like an Evil Ed or an Evil Dead 2, but just more gross out and definitely more perverse, I guess I'd say, with the nudity and the severed penis and just all sorts of gross stuff. It's definitely an extreme movie, the first one, but it has a little bit of dark comedy just by its absurdity, I think. And also you gotta give him props for being able to captivate you for 15 minutes about basically a guy hallucinating food with flesh and all sorts of gross things like that. Just really bizarre movie. Stars the director does pretty much everything, including the special effects, which is really what sells this movie. They're fun and they're inventive and they're crazy. The second and third one, the effects are better, but I don't think they're as funny. They start to become more religious involved, iconography and stuff like that, blood splattering on like the crosses and stuff like that. And normally I'd be like, that's kind of cheesy, but the movie's so batshit crazy. I really kind of enjoy it. There's these moments where these heads, there's this monster basically creates this Satan monster in the third one, and it has multiple eyeballs. This movie has these eyes that end up popping everywhere in these weird flesh moments, and they do a lot of nice camera tricks, like reverse camera tricks to make the veins and stuff melt and pop up and in and out. So I mean, it's just so inventive and so fun, but also super gross at the same time. It's probably one of the most fun splatter movies I've ever seen, if that makes any sense, but it's definitely not for somebody with a weak stomach. The making of just is basically almost like outtakes. They're preparing the prep shots here and there. It's kind of interesting, but again, the movies really is all you need to watch on this. The stills are cool as well, but yeah, it's got a great cover, and there's some visuals in this movie that I don't think I've ever seen in anything else. I love the special effects personally. I love how they look, and I love how they work and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of inventiveness and creativeness in this movie. Yeah, so I'd check this one out. It's worth your time. It is a short watch, but they're really cool, especially as far as splatter films are concerned. They're top notch, with the most gnarly special effects and all this weird kind of what the hell kind of is going on in here. It's definitely bizarre, and you start to think one thing and then it flips it on its head a couple times. So yeah, really cool stuff. I'm Mrparka. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.